Okay, so we're still in Basilisk Crag, still in Val Aurium, where I got another 2 quests, Basilisk's Threat and Strongest Material in the World to kill some basilisks. Man, there's a lot of BAMs in this area. Though they are 5-person quests, my goal is to do it solo. Let me tell all of you guys a little story. When I first started playing Tera, I actually rather enjoyed the combat, running around beating on guys and the like. I like dodging around, and against the first enemies in the game, I did my best to dodge every attack they did. But that eventually just got impractical when there was no tell or no charge or anything for a lot of the faster enemies. Fast forward to about level 20, you got a quest to go kill some basilisks. Right there, level 20. This is the first time you encounter BAMs in the game, and at the time, I didn't know what a BAM was. I didn't even notice the little thing that said there was 5 people necessary for these at first. So I ran out staring at these giant things, and man, they were big compared to the rest of the dudes. And I noticed the little 5-person thing there, and I'm going, man, I just accepted this whole slew of party quests. I don't want to do party quests. I don't want to have to gather other people. I don't want to have to be social. I just want to go beat on dudes. So in my hermitude, I just kind of stood there and stared at these things for a while, going, I really don't want to have to get a party. Can I solo one of these? That's probably a really dumb idea, but you know what? I haven't died yet. I guess we'll find out what happens. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? So I fought one, and I soloed that son of a gun, and I took him down. And soon as I was done, it was like a 10-15 minute fight. I ran straight back to the NPC that gave me the quest, just stand there, and I even said in like say chat to like the 10 people there going, holy crap, I just soloed one of these things and I'm never doing that again. And then I did it again. Because I didn't see anybody offering any parties or anything, and I didn't want to be social. And as time went on, I thought, you know, it wasn't that bad. I think I could do that again. And so I soloed the basilisks. And then a little while later, I got a quest to fight another BAM later on, and I figured, hey, I took out that basilisk. Wonder if I could take out this guy. And I did. And so began my epic quest to solo every giant piece of poo in this game. And that went pretty swimmingly, really. Even when I was streaming a couple of them, people were going, man, this is great, and I'm glad you're doing it. And it's great and stuff. Then I figured, hey, might as well post a video of it. And so I actually went up and started fighting the obelisk. Was it the obelisk? The giant, like, volcano poison spider? First one of those I hit record on. I was doing live commentary to this thing because I figured, hey, I've soloed every one of these up until now. Long as I'm aware, I should be doing pretty alright. And to be honest, my commentary was lacking because I had to actually focus on the fight. But after that, I died. And then I just kind of stopped in my tracks and said, yeah, this isn't that great. So, you know what? Fraps it up, fight that son of a gun, and I'll just keep doing it. No commentary. I'll even watch my recording back. So I could watch my recording and determine if this was something that I could do, learn what I could from that recording. And fighting those obelisks, I went through a lot of stages of, I don't think this is physically possible, and I wanted to put a video up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to because these guys are jerks, and maybe this isn't going to be a series because Maybe I'm not gonna make a video, because these guys are jerks. Maybe I just got lucky all up until now, and all the dudes before were easy. And as time went on, I even thought many times of just straight up giving up. And then I eventually said, well, apparently I hate myself because I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna give this another good old college try. And eventually I won. And that was the first of the Dancing with BAMs. 3 videos later, I've still not entirely been sure if this is a series that I can continue doing. Because every one of these things I run up against, I wonder, maybe this is going to be the one that I just can't beat. Then what am I going to do? Like, well, that's the end of it. Sorry, guys, I can't solo them all. And then I got here, where I had to fight the Basilisks again. The Basilisks, the very first BAM that I soloed in this game, had to fight him again. And I figured, what are they gonna do? Add a whole bunch of new attacks? Maybe I was just getting really lucky up until now, and these guys are gonna end up just kicking my sorry butt, and I'm gonna die 4 times and be ticked off by the time I get 1 lucky kill in. And then I ran out, and I fought one. And this is my first attempt. I didn't die to these guys. This is my first attempt fighting one of these guys. And yeah, I won. Because, turns out, Basilisks... They're kind of the wuss of the BAM family. Like, if I get killed by one of these things, I am embarrassed. Every time I get hit by one of these things, it's like, really? I got hit by a frickin' Basilisk? And this quest has got me out killing 10 of them! 10! I've got crap to do with my life. Like, each fight is like 10 to 15 minutes long. Add to that running back and having to heal and rest up and get my stamina back, because my stamina drops by like 40 points during a solo BAM fight. Like, that's like 3 hours worth of work to kill these things. I have things to do. So I went out, even after this. I'm out like, I gotta kill more of these pieces of crap. You know what? I proved I can solo them. I'll get a party for the rest of them. But I don't want to be social. So I'm looking around. I don't see anybody else. There's nobody else around here. Like, fighting these things. So I run back. Okay, there's a group. They're fighting them. I'm not social. I'm antisocial. I'm a hermit. So I don't want to, like, ask them if I can join. Like, I'd like them to see me and go, hey, we could use more help, because more people means this stuff is easier. So I figure, what do I gotta do to get them to, like, see me and invite me? So I start soloing a Basilisk right next to him. Going like, really? I mean, like, what's the best way to impress him and go, yeah, I'm a guy you want on your team. I can solo these things. Even if the rest of your party wipes, you've seen that I can still carry on and get that win for us. Somebody invite me! I don't want to solo 10 of these! But yeah, it's a Basilisk. And I was an idiot there, and I didn't know which way to jump, and I feel embarrassed that I got hit by that. Because it's a Basilisk! These are the easiest frickin' things! Of course I can solo them! The Basilisks, they leave themselves so open to damage. You can get 2 attacks in before you have to spin around. Sometimes 3. They open themselves up to attacks a lot. The only real thing I can say to their advantage is when they get woozy, you can't really get many attacks in. You can get like 1 to 2 attacks in. Like, he doesn't attack. Hey, I can do my 1 to 3 on him right there. He jumps in the air. Oh, I can get my 1 to 3 in right there. That dash, or that jump, if I'm paying attention, I can run up behind him, and I can do my 1 to 3 right there. Oh no, we got ticked off. I got an attack in because I'm not that bright. Now, something of note is, when he does one of his long-range attack is that one where he, like, he shoots a laser. I have no idea how that hit me, by the way. But, like, he shoots a laser out of that eye in his forehead, which, let me tell you, these basilisks look pretty awesome. Got that big eyeball in their forehead looking at you. And he shoots that laser out that, like, hits the area, and you see that little circle you gotta get out of the way of. If you don't, you will get hit by it if you have your sword out. You cannot run fast enough. You have to dodge roll out of the way of that. That's, like, about the only thing I can tell you. And that was just as soon as I put my sword away, too, man. I was going, alright, I got my sword away. As soon as I got my sword away, I can just outrun, like, all of his attacks. But no, because I didn't dodge roll out of the way of that eye beam. I feel like an idiot. Frickin' basilisks, man. Like there, got him down to 17%. He's not that hard. You want to circle him counterclockwise. He does this little swipe thing with his claw, and it's a lot like that right there. And that tends to start on the right and stop in front of him. So if you're off to the right, you're less likely to get hit. He's got two little, like, eye shiny attacks. One where he breathes, one where he jumps in the air. You can watch his animation to tell which one he's going to do, but if you want to, you can just back away and look at his mouth. His little, like, steam comes out of his mouth if he's going to do the breath one. If you see the steam, you know you can just dive right back in and beat on him some more. Like, I'm getting kind of greedy. I'm trying to get in a full combo followed by my 3. Doesn't always work, but you can sometimes. Like, you can see the smoke a little bit. Kind of hard to see over the desert here. I love the animation for my 1, by the way. Like, I do that whole little spinny around thing, then I jump up in the air. I'm telling you right now, if I ever get a thumbnail for this series, which I'm still debating if I even want to put up a thumbnail for, if I ever get a thumbnail for this series, it's going to be of, like, that final thing where I'm jumping in the air for my 1. I just think it looks neat. It looks a little bit like I'm dancing. Look at me, I'm dancing. 1.3, 0.5. He's almost dead. I wasn't even paying attention to his health. I was just going like, oh, whatever the crap. Wata! And there, we killed a basilisk. I was scared I couldn't keep this series going. I was scared it was luck that got me going so easily early on. But no. Turns out, a basilisk is a basilisk is a basilisk. Of course I soloed him. It's a frickin' basilisk. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, special thanks to, like, the guys who found me on the server and have been sending me crap. Like, I'm not one to beg for items or anything, but one guy sent me a stack of, like, 20 healing elixirs, like healing elixir 4s, and let me tell you, those healing elixir 3s are not cutting it anymore, so that was nice.